One of my subs who has become a very good friend of mine let me know a few days ago that Cam had a few words to say about me on his live. Let's just take a listen to that.
It's just impossible because she lived out in the country and her road's a dead-end road that she can't be abducted. This one right here on my screen that has I Love Cam on it, that is common sense true crime right there. That woman right there is so pathetically naive and evil that she needs to be taken off of YouTube. She says some of the meanest things. And then she will say, "We love Summer. We love her. We love Summer." Who do you think God put on this earth to make Summer? Her parents. Just because, but you know what? To God, Dawn and Candace are perfect in his eye. Regardless of whose eyes in here don't like them, he felt that Summer should be made by them and born into this world. Now, if they chose to send their daughter to heaven, then they'll have to pay for that. But there's no evidence of it. Dig all damn day. Dig all damn day. Where's Summer, Candace? Where's Summer, Dawn? And if you're going to listen to people like, let me tell you something.
So Cam and I have really had our problems in the past, but I have not had any interaction with him. I have not mentioned him in months. The last thing I did was tell him that, basically I didn't want to have animosity between us. I said we're both believers. We're not supposed to be like that. And I had prayed and asked God to help me, and that I wanted him to know that I was praying for him. I did not say I was praying for him for his addiction, but I just said I'm praying for you. And then out of the blue, he's talking about something completely different, and then he jumps to this girl on the screen. It says, "I love Cam." He wrote that on my picture. Look at this collage. This really looks like a 12-year-old boy did this. Absolutely. He's 35 years old or something. Look at this. The turd herder. Here's my favorite. They hate us because they ain't us. Wow. Sounds like 1986 called and wanted its little slogan back, Cam. The teeth, the grill, turd burglars. I don't even, is that AB? I don't think AB even remembers Cam. Like, what is the deal with this? It's a psychologist could get a hold of this and think, okay, definitely arrested development at about the time he started using, probably around 12 or 13 years old, and that's as far as he went. I have compassion for him, for his addiction. What I have told him is that, he claims to be a Christian, so I've reached out. I emailed him to begin with and was like, we can tell when you're using. Please quit lying about being clean. You're not. And I said, this is really triggering. I'm a former addict myself. And seeing him be on there and talk about recovery and talk about, how much he's changed. And then you see, as an addict, you can totally see when someone's under the influence. And you see that, and oh my gosh, it triggers people. it triggered me. I just so felt depressed after seeing that. I was so disappointed. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk to him, encourage him, kind of tell him my story, and maybe it'll help. I mean, honestly, he's, like I said, I just wrote it off as, I'll pray for you, and that's that. I don't listen to him anymore. I don't understand why my picture's up. He needs to move on. It's time to move on, Cam. And I hope you do get help. I really do. Because, any one of these times that you shoot up, you could be your last time. I mean, overdosing is very real. My niece died a year ago from fentanyl overdose. And it devastated our family. She was so young. Cam, let me just speak to you directly. Your life is a mess right now. You have lost a lot due to your addiction. I really believe if you would decide to take accountability for your actions, your addiction, and admit you have a problem, that you could be a success story. If you would decide to get clean and then get a real job to help support your family, your babies, your wife, and it not have to be a $40 an hour job. Get a job at a grocery store. Work your way up. This is how people with records live fulfilling, successful lives later. They prove themselves now, and they work hard, and they don't complain about making less than $40 an hour. They prove themselves. They move up. You would set an example for your children like you wouldn't believe. That change is possible, and you can do anything you put your mind to. Stop babying yourself. Man up. Take responsibility. Because obviously, what you're doing now is not working for you. You wouldn't have to be asking for money on a scroll at the bottom of your screen all the time. Nobody needs to give you money. You're a grown man. Go get a job. Go make something of yourself. I know you can do it. I knew it when I first started listening to you, and my intention was to help. And I'm sorry that makes you really, really angry at me. I'll keep praying. Like I said, I'm not watching you anymore. My sub, who has become a very close friend of mine, heard it and let me know and sent me a clip. So I think it's time we move on. I hope you agree. And I'm still going to pray for you. That's it for me, guys. Have a great day.